So sometimes people ask me if my job is dangerous. And to be honest, like, no. I mean, like sometimes, but like other times, it's downright life and death. Okay, so I'm training a new investigator who happened to be my old lash tech, by the way. I turned her into a PI. Anyway, so we're out on a surveillance when I get a call from this company that I'm doing work for. And they said, hey, we need you to scoot over to this one guy's house. And he was like, I don't know, 5 minutes away. They said he's on a deposition on Zoom crying and whining about how he's in so much pain. He can't move. His back hurts. His neck hurts. Like, dude is basically dying on the Zoom depot. Well, this is an insurance fraud case. And I've been trying to get this guy active for like 2 years. They're trying to prove he's full of baloney. Well, we sit waiting patiently for like hours waiting for this guy to come out. Well, this guy finally leaves. Well, this guy had just testified under oath that he can't drive, can't move about, can't walk, all the things. They said he looked pathetic on the depot. Anyways, you could tell right away that he was totally fine. But I'm not a doctor. So what do I know? We're following him down Dale Mabry Highway. I haven't seen this guy ever, so I absolutely cannot lose him. Well, there we are, barreling 70 miles an hour down the highway in rush hour traffic, and out comes this giant tarantula. Well, no sooner did I say that, Shelby's ass jumps up in her passenger seat, like feet off the ground, knees to her chest. She's trying to climb out the roof. As I'm driving, I'm like, Shelby, you gotta get this spider. And unbeknownst to me, she's deathly afraid of them. Not to mention, I don't do critters either. Not even a little bit. And she's like, I'm not gonna get it. That spider can have this car and everything in it. Well, then all of a sudden, here comes 8-Leg Freddy Krueger climbing into my steering wheel column thing. Now she's screaming and crying. I'm screaming and crying. My scared ass lets go of the steering wheel, doing like 70. Then I had to make like a super fast assessment. Do I continue following this guy that I haven't seen ever and like potentially die of like an arachnid event? Or do I like pull over safely and call 911? Because this is clearly an emergency. Well, finally, praise baby Jesus, my guy pulls into like a shopping plaza. Well, so I have to turn in behind him. And when I do, here comes the spider on my steering wheel. So I'm trying to turn the steering wheel without touching him, because I would die. Every time I would turn the wheel, like with my fingertips, he just kept running on top of it. Well, so finally we get parked. The guy was still in his truck. Well, we jump out of the car fast. My guy's only like a row behind us. So all he has to do is look up and see two screeching idiots yelling at each other through the car with the doors open. Well, we have to follow the guy into the store, like document his physical activity. Well, so I'm panic rushing because we have stuff to do. Well, this thing scurries across the windshield wiper thing that goes the toggle, the thing. And I saw that monster, so I throw Shelby a makeup wipe. And I'm like, Shelby, grab him. And Shelby said, hell no. But she took off her shoe. She get ready to throw that shoe at the little toggle stick. And I'm like, well, don't do that. You gonna break it. And it was coming down to the wire. My guy was heading inside. Well, I was a badass for like 3 seconds. So I grabbed the makeup wipe myself and I snatched that little monster up. But then I panicked and I threw the makeup wipe and the spider into her passenger seat like a hot potato. Well, when I did, the makeup wipe landed on the seat and then Freddy Krueger jumps out of it straight to the floorboard. But now Shelby grabs her water bottle. Don't ask me what happened to the shoe. So anyway, she ends up trapping him under the water bottle. And then she's like, he's gonna have to stay here. He's gonna ride like this the whole way home. And then when we get back to your house, your husband can just assassinate him. Well, all this is happening so fast. My subject's already in the store with his daughter. And I had one last ounce of bravery. And I went over there and I snatched him up out of the floorboard, tossed him on the ground. And I stomped him a lot of times, probably an unnecessary amount of times. Then we hurry up and we follow them into the store with our little covert cameras. I show her how to get some covert video. We're walking around the store just smiling. So I got my guy, but my stomach was in my butt.